Have you ever felt that strange conflict inside you, where your mind is sharp enough to understand the world, but your heart feels heavy, unsettled, almost restless without knowing why? If so, you are not alone, and you are exactly where you need to be in this moment. Life often whispers its greatest truths not through calm, peaceful days, but through those uncomfortable inner storms that intelligent souls feel so deeply. And as you listen to this message, allow yourself to breathe slowly, because perhaps this is the very guidance your spirit has been seeking. You see, an intelligent mind tends to question everything: purpose, meaning, direction, destiny, and in that search, the heart often becomes weary. It tries to follow the rhythm of certainty while the mind dances with endless possibilities. This creates a tension, a restlessness that feels like anxiety, doubt, or even despair. But what if I told you that this restlessness is not a sign of weakness, but a sign that your life is preparing you for a greater unfolding? Florence Scovel Shinn always said that every challenge carries a hidden blessing, and those who dare to trust the unseen are the ones who discover their true path. So as you listen now, imagine that life is gently placing a lantern in your hand, guiding you toward clarity. Most people misunderstand their inner turmoil. They think something is wrong with them, when in truth, something extraordinary is awakening within them. A restless heart often means you are outgrowing the life you have known. You are being prepared for a new chapter, a new direction, a new expression of who you are meant to become. When your mind knows you are capable of more, but your surroundings remain the same, your inner world begins to shake, just like the ground trembles before a seed breaks open to grow into something magnificent. That shaking isn't destruction, it is creation. And Florence Scovel Shinn taught that creation always begins in the invisible realm, long before results appear in the physical world. So if you feel anxiety or confusion, understand that your soul is rearranging things behind the scenes, positioning you for alignment with what truly belongs to you. Life is stripping away what no longer matches your energy, because the universe never lets a rising soul remain in a space too small for its expanding purpose. Think about it. When you feel restless, it is because you are sensing two worlds at once: the life you have and the life waiting for you. You are living between what is and what could be. This in-between space often feels like depression or anxiety, because your inner self knows that standing still is no longer an option. A caged bird is not sad because it cannot sing. It is sad because it cannot fly. And you were born to fly. Your intelligence allows you to see reality clearly, but your spirit calls you to rise above it. That is why you feel torn. Yet Florence Scovel Shinn said that when the heart and mind join in harmony, miracles unfold effortlessly. So start speaking to yourself as someone who deserves clarity, peace, and direction. Tell yourself that the answers are already seeking you. Tell yourself that life supports you, even when the path seems hidden. Tell yourself that your restlessness is a signal, not a sentence. You are not lost. You are being guided. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt. You are not behind. You are being aligned with divine timing. And as you breathe in this moment, let your heart soften. Let your mind become still. Let your spirit whisper its truth. You are on the verge of transformation, and this very discomfort is shaping you into someone wiser, stronger, and more connected to your purpose than ever before. Let your restlessness become your teacher, your guide, and your awakening. There comes a moment in every awakening journey when a person realizes that the battle they have been fighting is not with the world, but within themselves. The intelligent mind, always analyzing and observing, often becomes trapped inside its own complexity, creating fears out of possibilities and doubts out of dreams. But the heart, fragile yet courageous, continues to whisper that something greater is calling. When these two forces clash, turmoil arises. Yet Florence Scovel Shinn taught that harmony begins the moment you stop resisting your own growth. You see, a restless heart isn't asking you to fix everything around you. It's asking you to return to yourself. It wants you to remember who you are beneath all the noise, expectations, and pressures you silently carry. Many people spend years seeking peace in the wrong places: jobs, relationships, achievements, forgetting that true peace comes from alignment, not accomplishment. And so, no matter how intelligent, skilled, or successful they become, a quiet emptiness remains. But that emptiness is not a flaw. It is a sacred signal that you are ready to live from a deeper, more authentic part of your being. Most people fear stillness because silence reveals truth. In silence, you begin to notice how exhausted your soul has become from pretending to be strong all the time. You begin to sense how long you've been holding your breath, waiting for life to feel right. But Florence Scovel Shinn believed that every soul has a divine blueprint, a path uniquely designed for its fulfillment. When you drift too far from this blueprint, your inner world becomes uneasy, as if life itself is nudging you back toward your rightful place. That nudge often appears as anxiety, dissatisfaction, or emotional heaviness. But instead of fearing these feelings, learn to see them as guides. They are trying to pull you out of situations that drain your spirit and into experiences that expand your soul. When the heart grows restless, it is because it knows something that the mind has not yet understood. You are meant for more than survival. You are meant for expression, for purpose, for inner freedom. Your thoughts are powerful creators, and Florence Scovel Shinn emphasized that life responds not to fear, but to faith. When you affirm that you are guided, the universe rearranges itself to support you. When you affirm that clarity is coming, the fog begins to lift. When you affirm that you are worthy of peace, doors open that you did not even know existed. But most people let their doubts speak louder than their desires. They talk themselves out of opportunities before they even try. They shrink their dreams to match their fears. And then they wonder why their heart aches with longing. Your restlessness is not telling you to run away from life. It is telling you to stop running away from yourself. It is urging you to release old beliefs that no longer serve you, to step out of patterns that keep you small, and to trust that life will catch you the moment you choose courage over comfort. Imagine, just for a moment, that everything happening within you is preparation. Every uneasy emotion, every unanswered question, every sleepless night is shaping you. You are being stretched so you can become capable of holding more joy, more purpose, more peace than ever before. Florence Scovel Shinn said that faith is the power that bridges the invisible with the visible. So trust what you cannot yet see. Trust the timing that feels mysterious. Trust the desires that refuse to leave your heart. Your intelligence helps you understand the world, but your intuition helps you understand yourself. And when these two finally work together, you step into a version of life where clarity feels natural and peace feels deserved. You stop trying to control everything and begin allowing life to unfold. And as this happens, the restlessness that once felt like chaos transforms into a compass, guiding you toward the life that has always been waiting for you. You simply needed to slow down long enough to hear its call. There comes a time when the restless heart begins to understand that its discomfort is not a curse but a compass, and that every moment of unease has been guiding it toward a higher state of awareness. When you reach this understanding, something within you softens. You stop fighting your own emotions as if they are enemies, and begin listening to them as if they are messengers. You begin to notice how each fear has been teaching you courage, how each disappointment has been shaping your wisdom, and how each moment of confusion has been preparing you for clarity. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that nothing in your life is random. Everything is part of a divine pattern designed to move you toward your greatest good. And when you finally trust that truth, the mind becomes calmer, the heart becomes steadier, and life begins to unfold with a sense of purpose that once felt impossible. You realize that you don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to take one step at a time, trusting that the path will appear as you move forward. The intelligent mind often wants certainty, a clear picture of where life is leading. But the soul understands that certainty is not what creates growth, faith does. When you learn to walk by faith, even when you cannot see the whole journey, you begin to feel a quiet strength inside you. You stop trying to force outcomes and start allowing the right ones to naturally align. You stop chasing validation from others and begin honoring the truth within yourself. And slowly, the restlessness that once felt overwhelming transforms into a sense of anticipation, a feeling that something meaningful is approaching. Florence Scovel Shinn always said that when you align your thoughts with the divine, life begins to move in harmony with your desires. But that alignment requires trust. Trust in timing. Trust in your inner guidance. Trust that you are worthy of the life your heart longs for. Many people never experience this shift because they cling to fear, believing that fear will keep them safe. But fear only keeps you small. Faith sets you free. As you evolve, you begin to understand that your heart was never restless because something was missing. It was restless because something within you was ready to awaken. You were meant to question, to feel, to search, because those inner stirrings are the very forces that lead you toward your destiny. The universe does not place a longing in your soul without also preparing a path for its fulfillment. And when your mind and heart finally unite in belief, you start attracting experiences that match your inner strength rather than your inner doubts. You begin making choices that honor your peace instead of your fears. You begin creating boundaries that protect your energy instead of draining it. You begin welcoming opportunities that feel aligned rather than forcing those that feel heavy. This is how transformation takes place, not through dramatic changes, but through subtle shifts in awareness that eventually reshape your entire life. And as these shifts occur, you realize that the anxiety and depression you once carried were not signs of weakness, but signs of awakening, reminders that your soul was ready for a higher way of living. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are becoming. And every experience you have lived, every challenge, every emotion, every moment of uncertainty has been preparing you for the chapter you are about to enter. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that life becomes miraculous the moment you decide to trust that you are guided, protected, and supported by forces greater than your fears. So breathe deeply, release the weight of yesterday, and step into this new moment with courage. Allow your heart to settle, and your mind to trust that something beautiful is coming your way. The world needs your wisdom, your light, your truth. And this journey, with all its restlessness, has been shaping you into someone powerful enough to carry that truth forward. Your life is not meant to be lived in confusion. It is meant to be lived in clarity, purpose, and peace. And now, as you move forward, let the calm within you grow stronger than the chaos around you, and let faith guide you where fear once tried to hold you back. Call to action note. Florence Scovel Shinn would lovingly remind you that if you are finding our videos helpful, and if they bring clarity, peace, or motivation into your life, then kindly subscribe to our channel, like the video, and press the bell notification button so you can watch our daily motivation videos on time.